From windy and rainy and freezing Southern California, where it snowed today. It's the Suzanne Somers Show, and here she is.
Do you know, we were out for dinner last night, a small dinner party of close friends, 6 people, and 2 of them we haven't seen in a long time. And I don't know them as well as the other 2 that made up the 6 of us. And he started imitating you, introducing me. Oh. And I realized, okay, Al's made his mark out there. So anyway, you did good, honey.
Okay, what do we got here?
Well, it's all about sleep. I'm hearing, not as much as I hear about the gut, but I sure hear a lot from all of you out there that you're having trouble sleeping, you're having trouble going to sleep and staying asleep, you're having trouble turning off the noise at night, that you got monkey brain. I get monkey brain a lot. I hate monkey brain. And apologies to all the monkeys. And so we decided we'd do a show while we have our tequila tonight, top of the morning to all of you. I'm so glad you come to our shows. I love all of you so much.
And you look so cute in your yellow.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
It was so cold here today, Caroline. It actually snowed here in Palm Springs. I heard someone who works on the property squealing, and I said, what? She said, snowflakes are coming down. They melt the moment they hit the ground, and they won't stay, but snowflakes. And I'll tell you, every time I left our bedroom today, it's freezing.
Oh yeah.
Freezing.
Oh yeah. For us.
You were wearing your coat inside. That's funny.
I
Yeah,
remember,
get it.
44 years ago when we first bought this place.
Yeah.
About, 2 or 3 months, actually it was 2 or 3 months later. It was wintertime, and it snowed one night, and it was so cold that there was so much snow on the driveway that the gardener couldn't come up the driveway. Not that we needed a gardener covered in snow,
Yeah,
but
right.
that was his day, okay?
Yeah, right. Cut back all the flowers.
And right, exactly. He couldn't come up the driveway, and because we're elevated here, looking down on top of the palm trees, the palm fronds were all white, and that was really beautiful.
When you just said it was so cold here today, it reminded me of the years of the Johnny Carson show, when he'd say something like that, and then Doc Severns's band
How
would
cold
all
was
in
it?
unison go, how cold
Right.
was it? Man, was I lucky.
Yeah, I miss Johnny.
Oh my gosh, to be discovered by Johnny Carson and to be a regular on his show. Oh my gosh.
But, hold it. I put you on television.
You did.
For the first time.
You actually did.
And
You're
the
right.
second time, okay?
Did you do that before I was on the Tonight Show?
Oh yeah. You were on, when I was,
Right, yeah, because
when I was doing Man Trap.
Yeah,
And you were booked. We booked you on the show with Nina Foch and I can't remember the other woman.
Yeah.
And Burt Reynolds was the guy with the opposite point of view. And you came out wearing a Superman T-shirt with hot pants.
what was that, 19, 20? I don't know.
But you were
It was
beautiful.
my best outfit.
That's right.
And frankly, if I recall, all I could afford was a Superman T-shirt and a pair of hot pants.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Actually, the first time you were on television
Yeah.
was on a show I was doing for ABC called, what was it called?
Anniversary game.
The Anniversary Game.
And the first time I ever saw you, you were doing a show called Wedding Party.
Out of New York, yeah.
I didn't know where.
Yeah.
And I was, it seemed to be on every day when I was giving Bruce his mid-morning bottle. And I'm sitting on the edge of the bed feeding Bruce his bottle. And I thought you were such a jerk.
That's not what you told me. That wasn't the
did I
word
tell
you used.
Oh, no, it was worse, yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
worse.
cleaned it up for you.
Yeah, it
Ladies
started
and
with
gentlemen.
an A
Yeah.
and ended in an E.
Huh.
And it has 2 syllables.
I wonder what that
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Is
I-
it Alan?
Yeah. You've called him that before.
Yeah. And
it
you
takes a while to love Al.
and you
Yeah.
and you married him.
We love our Al.
You married him. Okay, that'll teach you.
Well, he never, excuse my language, never bullshits. So when you're used to having a father like you, Caroline, who, you're so beautiful, and that's so great, darling, and it's so great, and you're so great, and isn't she great, and she's so great, and she's so great. So then you marry into a family whose patriarch is Alan Hamill, who doesn't overcompliment until it's so in your face that he has to say things like, good job. And when you get a good job from Alan Hamill, you go, okay.
Yeah, in my house, you got a good job just for waking up.
Yes, because his dad, he was so
Putting a
sweet.
smile on your face.
I know.
And then my dad would look at me and say, you're a winner. Born to win, honey. Born to win.
Oh. And that's what he created with all of his kids. It was great. But those are two different kinds of men, and I find the compliments I get from Alan Hamill, and I bet you do too, you can tell me, they're hard earned. He's not.
No, they're much more appreciated.
Yeah.
I mean, there are times where, my siblings and I will say, you know, am I really great, or did we just get, like, way too much praise?
Daddy. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, when I get compliments from Alan Hamill, it's like, I know I did really well. And you too.
I love it.
Yeah, I know. That makes me
Okay,
happy.
well,
Makes
as
me
long
happy.
as
She loves you.
I know and I love her,
Isn't that
and
nice?
as long as I'm the subject for the moment,
Oh, yeah.
and
You wanna
it'll
show
just
your
be
Oh,
for the
there he is.
moment, just for the
Hey, Al.
moment. Yeah,
You look cute.
thank you. This is my raincoat. I get to wear once a year.
I have on like Nanook from the north,
Yeah,
kind of a coat. I have a coat called a sleeping bag coat.
that's a great coat.
It's just like, it's all you want to put on is wrap your sleeping bag around you.
That was Norma Kamali, right?
It is Norma Kamali.
And Norma could
I have a
actually
lot of
move
Norma
in with
Kamali.
us.
I know.
Yeah, we have enough Norma Kamali to open a pop-up store.
Well, it got me through my fractured hip.
Yeah.
It got me through the crutches. It got me through weight loss. It got me through a lot of things because her clothes were so forgiving and flattering
And not expensive.
and not expensive because she has a sale every day. So we should go into business with Norma Kamali, Caroline.
Well, you sure look great on her stuff.
I do. Really works, and they're crazy sexy without trying.
Also, and that
What?
Christmas present I gave you,
Oh, I love that. He gave me a leopard print bomber jacket with a hood. Oh, I
that
love
was
it.
Norma Kamali.
That was Norma Kamali. I
Looks
love
so
it.
cute.
It wasn't,
So
it
cute.
wasn't inexpensive, okay? But it wasn't crazy.
Yeah,
It wasn't crazy.
yeah.
But it was like enough for a Christmas present.
Oh, it was. I actually think it was a birthday present. Remember my birthday dinner outside our bedroom when
That's right.
Caroline and
That's right.
Leslie and Daisy.
That's right. I didn't give you anything for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't care.
I know.
I don't care.
I know. Every day is Christmas in this place.
I know. I'm so blessed, happy, blessed and happy.
Oh, I'm
What-
sorry, I didn't mean to miss your hairs. Yeah.
The man last night that was commenting on you going and he was imitating you with the opening that you do.
Oh yeah.
He said, you know what I like about watching your show? He said, it's so clearly genuine.
Oh, it's homemade.
No,
It's
no,
us.
he's talking about our relationship. And I said, well, yeah. I said, you have to tell the truth. Because you out there, you are so smart. You smell BS. And I don't talk BS. And this isn't BS. I'm just trying to put out what's real and what's obtainable. And to have what Alan and I have took work.
Yeah.
It took work. This didn't start out like it started out a mad, crazy love affair, but this
Couldn't keep her hands off.
this respect that we have for one another is, wow, that's everything. So,
Now, I have to go around and my other job is to
Yeah.
hold up the
yeah, I know,
thing,
I know.
what the deal is today.
Oh, show them what the
I'd
deal
just
is.
like to say,
Yeah.
okay,
What?
it's all about sleep today.
Yeah.
All about it's a
And
kit.
you know what? It is about
It's a
sleep.
kit for getting you to go to sleep and stay asleep.
Yeah.
And when we first started living together in 1907, I always had trouble going to sleep because we didn't have any money. And she would sell my clothes to pay the rent.
What else are you gonna do?
The rent
I had
was
already sold mine.
$200.
I had already sold all my clothes.
And she sold my guppy aquarium.
I did. I sold his fish.
I don't know, my guppies, I don't know if they were happy being with somebody else.
Actually, I don't know what happened to the guppies.
Oh, don't tell me you flushed them down. I don't want to hear that.
But
I don't wanna hear that.
I did sell the aquarium.
Did you flush them down the toilet?
I can't remember. I don't think I would do something like that.
I know.
But that was a different phase of me.
That's like throwing baby cats in the river.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I
I
would
told you about my guppies.
tell me.
I had a big, huge brandy glass, like an enormous, oversized brandy glass, and I kept my fish in it, and that's where I had my guppies. And evidently, one day the exterminators had to come, and my parents forgot to remove my guppies,
Oh,
and they actually replaced them.
oh.
And it wasn't until 30 years later that my brother mentioned something about it, and I had never known.
That your guppies weren't really your guppies?
They were-
became your guppies?
Yeah.
Replaced everyone
Oh,
else.
wow.
And we knew.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, so folks, here's the deal.
Oh, wow. Al's trying to
If you have trouble sleeping, this is it. Okay?
Yeah.
This is our Beauty Rest Kit, sandalwood sleep mask, which I always forget to do that. Once I do it, I feel incredible. The Sleep
I
Renew
put it on
supplement.
once a week.
And
And I
the
keep
calm-
offering it to you. Just
I
when
know.
I do it, you do it.
Okay, well,
Because you put it on, the sandalwood mask.
yeah,
And we'll tell you what it is and what it does.
okay.
And then just kind of let it dry for
Yeah.
like a couple of minutes till it's tacky
Yeah.
and go to sleep.
Yeah.
You don't wash it off or anything. You wash it off in the morning. And then, to coin Caroline, then your skin feels like a baby's butt. What's nicer than a baby's butt?
Yeah, well, there's a joke there, but I won't go for it. Okay, sandalwood sleep mask, sleep renew supplement, calm renew supplement. The retail value $130, and today it's on sale for $74.99, 42% off at SuzanneSummers.com. You will sleep like a baby.
So
A baby that
here's what
actually
I wanna
sleeps.
say.
You know, I don't know why they say sleeps like a baby, because most babies, like in the middle of the night, they start screaming, right?
Well, they wake up because they want something.
Yeah, right. Me
They want
too.
mommy, they want a breast.
Yeah,
they
me
want
too.
some
Oh,
milk, they
well.
want-
Yeah.
But it's so true. God, that was like the worst sleeps ever when I had babies.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, you were just a great baby mother, Caroline.
I remember,
No, you were. You were.
you know, when we were living together,
Yeah.
and I had trouble sleeping because I was worried about money. We had no money.
You and I were living together.
Yeah. And you know, the only thing that got me to go to sleep was when you'd pick up that hammer and hit me over the head.
Oh, that one.
And that would keep me sleeping till 6:30.
Yeah,
That was great.
We had to do a little damage control with the bruising and all that, but
Yeah.
you got
But
to
you never
sleep.
broke the skin.
No.
Ever. Okay. So we weren't dealing with blood.
All right, so you get
Okay.
into bed.
Yeah.
Before you get into bed, you've washed your face with everyday cleanser and toner, and you put on all your whatever your favorites, you know, liquid oxygen and probably ageless serum, whatever your regimen is at night, because all of our layers are so good. The last thing, once a week, and I do this once a week, that you put on is the sandalwood sleep mask. And you put, now your face is all clean, now you take this and you put it all here, down your neck, here. Just let it sit there for a minute or so, and until it's a little tacky, and then you lie down and go to sleep. And what's really great about it is that you don't feel it. You leave it on all night. Let's hope you get to sleep for 8 hours. I like when I get 9 hours. I think sleep is such a game changer. Now, it's got squalene in it. Do you have any squalene at home in your medicine cabinet? Probably not. Okay. It's an emollient that we humans already produce in our lipid barrier. That's the fat. Okay. But it can be harvested from plant sources such as sugarcane for use in skincare products. Known for its lightweight moisturizing properties, it helps protect your skin's moisture barrier. You know, that protects you from there to here for a more supple appearance. So it's got phytic acid from rice that helps remove dead skin cells. It's got frankincense, just like baby Jesus. We actually went to Bethlehem last spring and we kneeled where baby Jesus was born. That was pretty profound. It's got frankincense, which I just told you about. The 3 wise men brought as the gifts to baby Jesus. What was it? Frankincense, myrrh, and Caroline, you know this. What was the third one?
Gold.
Gold. How did I forget gold?
Gold?
Gold. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Well, you
I
know,
remember
pay attention.
frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah. It's Australian sandalwood tree is one of nature's great treasures.
And by the
And
way,
it's derived from the sugarcane stalk, which helps moisturize your skin. And so that's all in this. What other line makes stuff like this, honestly? Did you see today there was some... What?
Before you move on from squalene, just because I know you're about to transition here.
No, I was going to go to squatting.
Oh, you're going to squalene. Okay, go ahead. I'm on in.
No, you go. Go.
I was just going to say, so many people, including me, the difference that they feel when they try Suzanne Organics is that their skin truly feels moisturized. And
Yeah.
it's because Suzanne doesn't use chemical fillers in her products that may feel really good going on and they may smell good, but they don't actually hydrate.
Right.
Your products actually hydrate because of these ingredients that none of us know about, like squalene.
Right. Look at Al showing product. Look at that. Can I help you?
He's really doing a great
no, this is
Look
good.
at that.
Then we do we put
Yeah.
our finger in here.
Yeah,
Huh?
you dip your little finger in it.
Yeah.
And then you put it all over your face.
And put it on the back of your hand. Oh, look at him.
I know. You're so darling. I know. Anyway, I don't think anyone's ever thought of making a sleep mask.
What?
A sleep mask.
Yeah.
And we have. I was reading today.
Oh, it's
People are starting
dangerous.
to write about this organic line. What was it? They
It
were
was
saying?
in U.S. Weekly
Was
and
that what it
also
was?
U.S. Weekly and I think Daily Mail.
Daily Mail, yeah.
And there's a beauty site
Yeah.
that loves you, and also the New York. I think it was New York Post or the New York Times. I can't remember.
They're
But
talking
this,
about us.
the writer actually did the entire article around the your organic. Was it the body butter or the
our body lotion,
lotion? Okay.
which actually has a profound effect on wrinkles, anti-wrinkles.
Right, and her mother is like a maniac with your organic line. And her mother's always been that way about her skin, and that's why her skin looks so great. And her mother's 117 years old, plays tennis every day.
No, she's not 117.
Okay, she's not. Okay,
That's Alan.
that's right, but she has great skin, okay,
Yeah.
because she's been
It's
using,
one of you out there who wrote in about your mother, and the testimonial was so profound. I guess
But it was
our PR
printed.
people put it out.
it
and
was
then
printed in the New York Times.
in New York Times. It's incredible. When I get that kind of response to what we're doing, it makes me feel so proud of the work that we're doing, and that we have not let this pandemic do us in, and nor have you. None of it. the fact that you're here every night, that we're not political, we don't take any kind of political, anything. We're just here to have a good time. I love when you write me, Dee. I love this hour with you, because that's what this is supposed to be. And you can't go to stores, although today in California, our restaurants opened up outside, not inside, but outside, and I look forward to when we can go inside. But we have a date, Saturday night, Alan.
I know.
We're going to our friend Tony, has
Yep.
a restaurant in Palm Springs called Tropical, and he can't believe how his phone is ringing today. And my hairdresser, who's not been able to do hair for weeks and weeks, is so excited because his phone started ringing 5 minutes after the announcement. Everybody's dying to go out. We're all dying to go out, aren't we? Let this be, oh dear God, let this be over. Let this be over. So things are looking up.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
It's amazing.
What?
All it took was to elect President Biden, and everything opened up. We
Isn't
should
that
have.
great? Don't
We
go
should
there.
have.
Don't go
No,
any-
we should
don't
have
go into
elected.
any
No, we should have
politics.
elected him a long time ago.
Okay, but don't go to
Things
any
would have opened up.
politics. It doesn't
Yeah.
work.
I just happened to notice that. I couldn't
Okay,
help
but
it.
don't-
No. I understand. No.
It doesn't matter what side.
I know.
don't care.
No. I
All
don't
I
care.
know is we get to go out for dinner
I know.
on Saturday night.
And I'm
so
not. I
excited.
am not one way or another.
I know.
I'm a druid. Okay, I worship
Druid.
trees. That's correct.
Hey, how about that Comrenew?
I take Comrenew whenever I drive my car.
Let me tell you a story about my husband, Alan. When he was a little boy, 8 years old, he was horribly abused by a group of bullies who hung him.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Hung him. I mean, in that sense. They attacked this little boy, as they would do every day on the way home from school. Little Alan would get the crap beat out of him by these town bullies, and they dragged him into this empty, like, barn or something.
It was a garage.
What was it?
Garage.
A garage. Put a rope around his neck. Oh my God, I can hardly tell this story. Put him on a chair and pulled the rope and kicked the chair out, and they all ran away laughing. And an angel, a true angel, in the form of an old man, was walking by and heard the whimpering of a little boy. And he went in and saw little Alan. Oh, such a sad story. And cut him down. Imagine. And so, at that time, they didn't have a lot of outrage at this kind of thing.
No, they used to say, "Oh well, boys will be boys." Yeah.
Imagine. He was moments away from dying, and so nobody did anything. Nobody took him to the doctor because doctors were expensive, and so he, as we do with terrible afflictions, we learn to adjust. So decades went by, and then all of a sudden, Alan started developing facial spasms and facial tics. And in my book, A New Way to Age, I found this incredible dentist, Dr. Leonard Feld. And Dr. Leonard Feld did a panoramic of his mouth, jaw, and neck and said, "Your neck is broken." And I said, "That makes sense. But how has he survived all these years with a broken neck?" And what that hanging did was, here is our cranium is 17 pounds, okay? 17 pounds sits on our neck axis, which is this big. The doctor we found in, I think Atlanta, Dr. Roy Sweat, who's no longer with us, he said, "It's a flaw." I said, "There's no flaw in nature." He said, "This is a flaw. That 17 pounds sits on here." So when Alan was hung, his cranium was moved to the side of his neck axis. So he's literally hanging on by a thread. And so he compensated all his life by not realizing adjusting his neck, because none of us want to look at the world this way. We want to look at the world that way. So he adjusted like that. What it did to him was create these facial spasms and facial tics. And when he gets emotional, happy, sad, frustrated, whatever it is, that's when the facial tics and spasms kick in. And that is why when we laugh about Al wears his sunglasses, he is so sensitive to bright light because of this flaw where the 17 pounds is sitting over here on a neck axis, just hanging on by a thread. And so when I see it happening, because I'm like his guard, because you mean everything to me, and I'm going to keep you alive, I give him Calm Renew. Why? Because emotions set it off. Calm Renew is L-theanine and lemon balm. Isn't that better than a tranquilizer of drugs, which is what pharmaceutical medicine would have given him? And when he takes a couple of these, I see it all calm down. And then what this also did with this inefficient neck access holding the 17 pounds is create pressure on his sinus. So what happened was there are two nerves that we have coming from our heart, the trigeminal nerve and the vagus nerve. It comes up from the heart, up behind the ear, up to the brain. And when you're all in line here, read this in my book, A New Way to Age, if any of you got anything that resembles anything like this. So when things are lined up perfectly, no problem. But because his alignment is off, right, the trigeminal nerve and the vagus nerve sit like a kink in the hose on these two nerves going up to the brain. Now that could cause stroke, heart attack, etc. And so what we have to do with Al, and we joke about, he wears the sunglasses and all that, is keep things that aggravate the nervous system at a minimum, and that's what I find Calm Renew, L-theanine and lemon balm, and it's so benign. It helps him so much. And then the other thing, the moment he starts having any reaction, I go, did you take your Nasal Renew? Because Nasal Renew reestablishes the microbiome in your sinus, which the sinus going to the brain is the same as the microbiome in your stomach. We're just a delicate balance. So I'm just saying there was a lot of information about, you want to know why Al wears his sunglasses, and he looks so, you've turned it into this sexy, cool look. But I give him a couple of times a day Calm Renew. I give him Nasal Renew to reestablish the microbiome in his sinus cavity. And I believe that we're on top of it. And I pray for his, I pray for you every day, Alan.
Thank you.
Every day.
And I know how much you care about me because
so much.
Every Tuesday you give me a giant shot in my rear end with testosterone.
Testosterone too, yeah.
But that's probably more for you than for me.
Pretty nice.
We have so many people who use Calm Renew. It takes the edge off. I think everyone's dealing with
That's
a
right,
lot of
exactly.
stress right now,
Yeah.
whether you're doing too much or not doing enough or everything in between. And it's a nice calming way to take the edge off
Absolutely.
without having to use something stronger. So
We
take two of these. They don't make you sleepy, so you can take them during the day. You can also take them in addition to your Sleep Renew at night, and it's just a nice easy way to take the edge off.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the thing, okay? This is our kit. We use this, okay? Sandalwood Sleep Mask, great.
Yeah.
Sleep Renew Supplement,
Sleep.
great.
Yeah.
Calm Renew supplement, great.
So
It's $74.99. If you don't like it, send it back,
Yeah.
okay? If it doesn't
But
put
what's
you,
the deal?
pardon?
Is there a deal?
There's always a deal.
Yeah.
It's 42% off. It normally retail on our site is $129.97. Today we're selling it for $74.99. Another day when we lose money. No, I'm just kidding. We want you to try everything we have because they're full size
Yeah, that's the
things.
purpose of these shows.
Because you're going to come back.
The big purpose of these shows is to make them so pleasant that you want to come back to your Suzanne and Al hour and Caroline. And I love living as best I can a drug-free life. Lucky for me, I had my son, Caroline's husband, so early in life that I never, in the 70s, when everybody I knew was doing drugs of some sort, I never did anything. I wasn't interested. I didn't drink. I didn't do. It wasn't until I met Alan Hamill and he gave me a pot brownie
Okay, just a
on
moment.
our first date.
Okay, but I was funny as hell, right? Remember?
Yeah, you were funny.
Yeah, I think.
You were funny.
Oh yeah, I was
Were
funny.
you? Were you funny at all?
Yeah.
Or just everything you said?
Of course, I know I was funny.
That's the
Yeah,
beauty
no.
of,
Without the pot
marijuana.
brownie, I would have been funny.
Yeah.
With the pot brownie, I was friggin' hysterical.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You were
Okay. By the way, I just have to I have to just say something here.
what?
That the story you told about me being hanged, I had repressed that memory, and I would never have dug into the labyrinth of my brain to relive that, except you got that information not from me, but from my mother. And when you mentioned to me, how come we've been together all this time and you never told me about the hanging, I had to think about what you were talking about for a moment because I had no idea what you were talking about. And then those four bastards came back. You know, the good thing is...
What's the, where are they today?
Well,
Those little
I know that
rock kids?
one of them is in jail for life for murder. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, for life for murder. And I don't know, this is in Canada. I don't know whether they execute people anymore or not. But there are some people, you know, that rather than, oh, what happened? Your ear fell out.
My ear fell out.
Well, you put that
But I'm
back in
not
your
good
left
at
ear.
that.
Put
I
that
know how
back
to
in
do
your
it.
left ear.
And
There's,
I know that the sticky thingy
there are
is
certain
outside,
people,
not in my ear.
yeah, there are certain people, I'm not in favor of capital punishment one way or another, but there are certain people who do things that are so awful, so
That was awful.
that the last thing you want to do is keep them alive in a cage for 20 years while they use our legal system to stay alive. And we pay for the legal,
It makes you wonder with these bullies who did this to you,
yeah.
what was their home experience like that they could already become that vile?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All I know is everything that happens to us in life, good and bad, is an opportunity to learn something, not only for ourselves, but to pass on, and that's how we learn and grow. And we're here to learn and grow. And like if I met them today, I'd kick them between the legs, like I taught Bruce when he was a little boy. So
Wow.
anybody ever come after you, kick them
Kick
right
them between the legs.
Yeah. The day that the guy came over to our house, I don't know if you know this, Caroline, I had always told Bruce this, you know, that's your power, because you're just a little boy, and I'm just your young, really young mother. So the guy that came over, my check bounced with him, my $39 check. He came over, and he banged on the door, and I opened the door, and he came in at me to like, what, beat me up? I don't know. Bruce, your husband, Caroline, came running out of his bedroom and kicked the guy between his legs to where the guy was going, ow, ow, and I had Ned then the composer say, you get out of my house or I'm calling the police right now, and I went to Bruce. Good
And
job.
you did tell me that. It was something like the wallpaper guy?
The wallpaper guy, yeah.
Wallpaper. The
So-
way Bruce tells it, that he was so little that he started pounding with his fists, and then it happened to be right at crotch level.
You know,
Either way, he did it. He protected
he
you.
did it, and he was such a good little boy. Oh my God, he was such a good little boy. Wow.
Well, he's
still a-
pure goodness.
He's a good
He
big
is
boy.
pure goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so now you want to go to sleep at night. You're going to take, after you've done your whole toilet with your everyday cleanser and all that stuff, then take your Sleep Renew. That's melatonin. Melatonin is something that we all make.
It used to be illegal.
I know. And thank God for Bill Falloon at Life Extension. They made melatonin legal.
Wasn't Terry Hertog involved in that?
No, it was Life Extension and
Okay,
Bill Falloon.
Bill Falloon.
And they're an incredible. Bill and his team are incredible. They're the scientific advisory board that oversees all our products, and they never let me go out stupid. So whatever I say to you, it's already been all checked out through them. But the melatonin is something that we make in our bodies until the end of our, say, teenage years. We make an abundance of it. That's why when you put your baby to sleep or your grandchild to sleep or your children to sleep or whatever, they go to sleep right away because they're making an abundance of melatonin. And melatonin is devised by nature to put us to sleep because nature knows that sleep is where we repair. It's such an important factor in our development as a species. And so you reach a point though, and we've all had teenagers where all of a sudden they're staying up later than us. I remember when your kids were doing that, Caroline, that you were going to bed and they were staying up much later than you. That's because you were, making, I don't know if you're making melatonin, but maybe you were subsidizing melatonin, but your kids were not getting any. And our kids, when they stop making melatonin, that's when health starts to degrade. And especially in today's world with such an onslaught of chemicals, the chemicalization of us and the pharmaceuticalization of us, and there's just so much we're being bombarded with. So what I would like for all of you to do is to every night before you go to bed, the last thing you do is take your time release melatonin that's been approved by the Scientific Advisory Board of 26 doctors, scientists, and professionals of Life Extension, and you will fall asleep because there's a process, and it takes 8 hours. Interesting, because they always say sleep 8 hours. 8 hours for this to all kick in. In the first 3 hours is when we start to fall asleep, and that's when we start pouring melatonin for the first time.
And excuse me, but
Yeah.
the video stopped.
Oh, it did?
What happened?
The video stopped. Did you press something, Ellen?
Not here.
So press something. Do something,
So
Ellen.
it says the live video has ended. Are you?
No, we're still happening here. And it says live.
Have our
And also, we're
people-
still getting comments.
Are you all not seeing? I was just going to explain something that you would really like to know.
The 1,200 plus people who are with us right now.
What do you think, Caroline?
I'll try to look on another page. Oh, okay. They say you're still on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, I'm eating. Sorry.
Are you eating?
I'm also a pig. So,
You've been eating a lot today.
I hope so.
By the way,
Yeah, yeah.
what did you think of my pancakes yesterday? I'm not looking. I'm not looking for anything other than
No.
what you really thought.
Oh. One of the great things about the neck and back surgery I had to have this year was that I lost about 20 pounds. I'm now up 10 pounds, maybe 12 pounds. I've only got another 8 pounds so to go. But it allows me to eat things that, I'll get back to melatonin. It allows me to eat things that normally I go, no. But Sunday morning I said to him, how about pancakes, Al? Well, he made these pancakes. I can't even believe these I've never had pancakes that good in my life. I don't know what you did, but they were fluffy.
Yep.
And they were gluten-free,
Yep.
which I don't really care about because I don't have an issue with gluten, but they were delicious. And then he heated the plates, and he heated the pure maple syrup that he got from his friend Guido in Canada. He put butter into the melted, the heated syrup, mixed it together, and then he poured the melted butter and the hot syrup all over these 3 fluffy pancakes. The plate was so hot that the maple syrup and the butter were sizzling on the plate.
That's right.
Sizzling. I took the first bite and I just did oh my God. They were the greatest pancakes of my life. I can't wait for you to make them again. They're just fantastic.
Now, who makes the greatest ribs?
You, pancakes, ribs, hot dogs, you're like diner guy.
Okay, so I'd like to open a chain of restaurants called
Do it.
Pancakes and Ribs. Okay? Pancakes and Ribs.
Wouldn't you go?
I would
you go
be.
to have these ribs?
I'd be there the
These
greatest
pancakes?
ribs. I cook
We
them.
would. I just wish the margins were better at restaurants.
Yeah.
It's hard to make money at restaurants.
I cook these sous vide, slow cooking.
Yeah.
Put them in the oven. First, I season them. I have to tell you that I'm really one of my great talents is seasoning meat.
Yeah.
Right?
You're so right.
And I put them in the oven at around
So
275, 300,
Yeah.
and they're in there for like 2.5 hours.
They were, hands down, there's nothing I can even compare it to. International House of Pancakes, eat your heart out. Now I'd like to go back to melatonin.
Okay.
So, melatonin not only puts you to sleep, but the time release aspect of this keeps you
right.
asleep.
Right.
And
Well, and again, just Suzanne, you're not just talking about melatonin. You're talking about sleep renew, which is
I'm talking
more
about
melatonin, which is different.
Sleep Renew, right, Sleep Renew. The main ingredient in Sleep Renew is melatonin. And what's really important about this is that it is an antioxidant. I'll tell you again, antioxidants are so imperative for all of us right now in that free radicals come into our bodies through the air we breathe, through the food we eat. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put chemicals on or poison on our food.
Wait, Alan,
Yeah.
Where are you going?
you're talking into that microphone.
Oh.
Yeah, come back here. Stay with the show, okay, Al?
I'm here.
Yeah, put it back.
Okay.
And don't ever do that again.
Okay. Don't hit me. Okay. Please don't hit me.
All right,
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay. Okay.
So, free radicals are the bad guys. Antioxidants are the good guys. Free radicals come into our bodies through the air we breathe, the food we eat with chemicals on it, and what we put on our skin. That's why I think the skincare is so important.
And
So free radicals-
toxic people.
Yeah, and probably toxic.
You don't want to be around toxic
So it
people.
comes in that way. When you take an antioxidant, in Suzanne speak, antioxidants eat free radicals. Doesn't it make sense? So melatonin that's in our Sleep Renew, along with other things, and I will read to you what's in that, eats up the bad guys. All right, so studies show that 5 doses of melatonin may help the relief of jet lag, supports healthy sleep in those who find it difficult to fall asleep. Falling asleep is the hard one, isn't it? It increases the speed of falling asleep and adds to the quality of sleep. And in a 2014 study survey, 35% of participants reported getting 6 or less hours of sleep a night. So you want to sleep. It takes 3 hours for melatonin to kick in. Okay, now we gotta like get rid of 3 hours. The next 3 hours is when the repair starts. What happens in the next 3 hours? So incredible. Our insulin goes down, all right? Our adrenals calm down. Our thyroid calms down. And our cortisol goes down. Chronic high cortisol leads to heart attack and stroke. Chronic high cortisol. So you want all these things to happen, but it can't happen unless you're getting proper amounts and hours of sleep every night. The ideal is 8 hours. So when I have a night, when I wake up and I realize I've slept 8 hours, maybe 9 hours, I think, I am so happy and blessed on so many levels because all that repair work happened last night. You want the repair. You want the repair to happen.
And your Sleep Renew, unlike other melatonin products out there, it helps you fall asleep faster, it helps you stay asleep faster, and it helps improve the quality of your sleep. So if you have trouble sleeping, if you have trouble turning off the noise in your head, if you try Suzanne's Calm Renew and her Sleep Renew, just try it. They're all natural ingredients. You don't wake up feeling groggy. You get a good night's sleep, but you don't. It's not like it's not like you'll have a hard time waking up because it's out of your system before you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I never feel groggy in the morning ever. I feel great. Well, because also I roll over and I look at Al.
Yeah, and also, here's a way to put this sandalwood sleep mask on before you go to bed to give your skin really good hydration as you sleep. And Suzanne's put actives in this product that they're things that you wouldn't want on your face during the day because you wouldn't want to put makeup over them. So it's a heavier dose of those actives that help with the targeting of the fine lines and the wrinkles and real moisture and hydration. So you put it on, it soaks into your skin, you wake up in the morning, and you're not going to believe how great your skin feels. And then you add the Calm Renew and the Sleep Renew, it is an amazing trio.
How does your skin feel, Caroline? Like a
baby's butt.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that brings up a whole other subject.
Which we've arguably said, is that really appropriate?
Yes, it is.
Appropriate simile there. We're
Yes,
not
it
sure,
is.
but,
Yes,
sleep
it
like a baby
is.
and then wake up and have your face feel like a baby stuff.
It's a beautiful
And
thing.
may I ask, when was the last time you felt a baby's butt?
I don't know, but we have grandchildren who are rounding the corner on maybe having their own babies, and
Right, but if we touch
if their
their butts,
grandparents
they'd
allow
call
us
great-grandparents
911 to touch them.
Yeah, we'd be in prison
What? What did you
if
say?
we touched our grandchildren's butts.
Oh, come on. Oh, please. Don't
They'd
you
call
go
911.
there. Oh, God,
No
no.
big winners.
Please.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
That's-
My grandmother touched my butt.
That's such an icky thing.
I know, but okay, just a moment now.
Yeah.
If
how
you
could even
recall,
Go there.
our oldest grandson, and actually oldest grandperson, Zion Hamill, was born in Paris.
I know. Are you going to tell this story?
Okay.
I told Zion the other day we wouldn't tell this story.
Okay, all right, we won't tell the story. Zion, we won't tell the story.
In trouble.
Zion, if you don't give us permission, we
when
won't
get
tell
to
the
dinner tonight,
story.
I'm going to do a lot of them. First
Okay.
of all, when you said this, don't say that. When you said this,
Okay.
he is a rascal. He's uncontrollable.
You know what? He hasn't had an actual stumble in so long. We're just
No.
gonna let it go.
An actual
Let
what?
it go. He already knows.
Yeah.
We're just gonna let it go.
yeah, yeah.
What comment, Al?
What haven't I had in a long time?
A bad moment.
No.
You've just done everything right. You're amazing.
You are. You're amazing. You're amazing. So I'm so excited, Caroline, that you and Bruce are coming out on Thursday and Friday for the Thursday and Friday shows.
I
And
know.
I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, you said that you wanted to go down to your garden on Thursday.
We are
we
going
certainly
to
don't
my
want to miss
garden.
that because it's been a while since we've seen the garden in its full glory.
Well, it's just such a beautiful thing. We pick our salad from our garden every night. I can't wait to show all of you the salad we pick. It's so beautiful. I think we should do the show a little earlier than our cocktail show, don't you? On Thursday?
Yeah, we're going to do it at 3
Okay, good. Yeah.
because otherwise it'll be dark.
Yeah, it gets, God, I mean, what time is it now? It's like 5 something?
It's almost 6 now.
It's pitch black outside, pitch black. And on the mountains, all the way around the desert here, they're white with snow. Everywhere, everybody in the desert tonight has this most beautiful snow-capped view. It's just beautiful.
How beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
It's also the juxtaposition in the desert. It's really spectacular.
Yeah. And here's the great thing. Alan has not been able to get, oops, oh,
What happened?
my white thing fell out.
You're kidding.
You
Again?
come over, and down here somewhere is my white thing.
I paid $250.
I know. Like, it fell down between my legs.
Oh.
Now you'll find it. He's so bad.
Okay, what's here? Well, that's not there.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
I don't see it.
yeah. It's not in my ear.
I don't see
And I
it.
heard it on the floor.
You sure it's not in your ear?
No, it's not.
Check your ear.
Check my ear.
You see it?
No.
Okay. I don't know where it is. It's not down here.
Oh.
I paid $250 for those things.
You have great hair, Al.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want me to get up and look?
No.
I'm a better looker than you as a young
Okay, there we are.
You sit here and talk to the girls.
No, no, it's
And
okay.
then you look.
No, no, don't look. We can sit here
Alright.
together.
All right.
I bought these two things in my ear
That you're seeing everybody on television
for
wearing.
$250.
Yeah.
Okay?
And?
I thought it was a little pricey for these two little things, okay? Because if they make them in China, they're making them for 11 cents, okay? But they were $2.50, and it was
It's
Apple.
Apple. They don't make them in China.
Where do they make them?
I think they make them here.
Oh,
That's why they fell out.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I hope y'all
Anyway.
can hear me. I'll stand next to Al here so that you
Anyway.
can hear me. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, what?
I paid $250
Uh-huh.
for two of these things,
Yeah.
and you've lost one.
I think they're lousy.
No, they're not.
Were you all able to hear well tonight? I wore it the whole show until just now.
Yeah.
Is
because
there a
these
difference
things-
between what you're hearing? Tell me.
This is also a microphone as well as a as well as a what was I talking
I don't know. I love you, Al.
I
I
know.
love you.
Anyway,
What?
so what? It was $250.
Yeah.
Okay, $250.
Yeah.
You sold my guppy aquarium. You're okay for one.
You know what, Alan?
Yeah.
You could actually get her her own pair. She could have a whole set, and you could have a whole set.
How about that, Al?
Yeah, she has her own pair, and I'll also get her own of your phone.
You're like,
So you just need to get the rubber things out of there that are the larger size.
Yeah.
Because these aren't big
get
enough
that.
for your ears.
Get that for me.
What?
Excuse me for one moment. I just have to. I know he's such a bad looker.
You're not gonna find it.
I know that if I look, it must be under the dining room table.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it.
God, have we had a good time in this room? Haven't we, Caroline?
It's not under the dining room
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
So
How
many
could
good
you
nights.
lose one of these
Well,
things?
why don't you guys sign off,
All
and then
right.
you can look.
Here was the evening. Here was the
It's
evening.
almost 6.
The Sandalwood Sleep Mask, the Calm Renew, and the Sleep Renew. There's nothing more satisfying when you wake up in the morning and you realize you've had a great night's sleep.
Unless somebody
I'm
hands you a
so-
Nothing
tequila.
makes you more beautiful than a good night's sleep. that's
Nothing,
for sure.
nothing. It stops accelerated aging, and antioxidants stop accelerated aging, and so it's a win-win-win.
Okay, there you go.
I love you all.
You want to sleep tonight, this is it. And if you don't like it, send it back.
I so appreciate all of you who come 2-3 times a week. I love it. I just love it. I talk about all of you all the time on all my other shows. Do you know what I do during the day? I do TV interviews, podcast after podcast after podcast. Since Larry King passed this weekend, rest in peace, Larry. He was so good to me, and I did so many. Yesterday I did an interview for CNN, Entertainment Tonight, and the Daily Mail, and it goes on and on and on. Because I was such a regular on the Larry King Show. And one of the reasons my books have been so successful is because out of the 27 books that I've written, I've got 2 more in my head now, I'm so excited. Larry King would give me the full hour. And that's global television. That's not just like downtown Palm Springs. This is global. That's why wherever I go in the world, people recognize me, and it shocks me when I realize, oh yeah, probably all that exposure on CNN. So I just, I will miss him. He was one of a kind. He was the greatest. He was funny. He was, what's that word? Cantankerous. If he wasn't in a good mood that day, he didn't change.
But
This would be kinda like-
his most famous line vis-a-vis you was when you had breast surgery and you had that thing happen, and he said, "And what does your husband think of your breasts?"
Yeah. That was the first time on television I had a moment where I was speechless. What does my husband think of my breasts? So I said, well, he's got one for every mood.
That's
a big
right.
one and a small
That's right.
one. Larry was so good to me. I loved him. I love him. I will miss him. His sons love him. His wife Shawn loved him, and all the other 7 wives. He's had a lot of wives because, as I heard him say today, his true love, I don't think has made any of the wives feel good. His true
Was
love
Elvis. It was
was
Elvis.
his work.
Who?
Was his work.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I loved my work.
Yeah.
They say if you love what you do, you never work a day in your
Well,
life.
I love my work. I consider my work my mistress, because there are times when if I don't sleep, I get up and I work, and I think,
You do.
my wife's okay with my mistress.
Totally.
Okay?
Totally.
Yeah. I'm committed
Anytime
to
you want.
I'm committed to
Anytime
both.
you want.
Yeah, thank you.
But I've had some interesting men in my life. Larry King was definitely one of them. Johnny Carson was definitely one of them. And I can go through a list. I was thinking today, women love to put down men. I've had terrible men in my life, and they've all the terrible ones have been great teachers, and I've had great men in my life who enhanced my life and career. So rest in peace.
Yeah.
Dear, dear Larry.
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
When are we on next time?
We're on Thursday.
Thursday?
Thursday at 3.
3
In the garden,
o'clock.
in my vegetable garden.
In the
I'm
garden,
so excited.
Pacific
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So long,
And then
folks.
Friday we're just going to drink.
Thank you for joining us.